But now his uncle died, Abu Talib. And who is the new chief? Abu Lahab, who's an enemy. And the tribe will no longer protect him. So he's in grave danger. For 10 years while preaching Islam, he had Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha behind his side. And Allah never meant to be for us to live alone. If you have a wife beside you, a wife who supports you, there's nothing more precious in the world than that. To have a wife beside you, you can trust, who is trustworthy, who is virtuous, and who supports you in your work. There's nothing more precious than that in the whole world. But she's gone. She dies. He goes to Taif for seeking some kind of security. And Taif pelts him with stones, and blood is flowing from his body as he returns to Mecca. He dares not enter his own city because news has already reached Mecca, what Taif did. So if he enters Mecca, he can be stoned by his own people. This is the darkest hour of the darkest day of all his mission. It is at this time that he puts his head to sleep. But he never gave up. He never gave up. He never wavered. No, I will not give up this mission. They can do what they want. But if I have to go and hide in a mountain cave to worship the one God, I'm going to do it. I'll give up the house in Kiel, I'll give up the car, I'll give up the job, I'll give up everything in order to be faithful to the one God and to the truth. Great men are like that. Fidel Castro didn't become Fidel Castro with a backbone made of recycled paper. No, you're sitting on the doorstep of Uncle Sam in Cuba. And you survive all these years in Cuba. Not just survive. Cuba has some of the best medical care in the whole of the Western Hemisphere. Cuba. Because he never gave up. He never wavered. So Allah now intervenes and gives him the Isra Miraj. And what happens after the Isra Miraj is that Allah now opens the doors to success one after the other. And so success in the revolutionary struggle is not because of our planning. It is because we remain faithful to the mission, come rain or come sun. And then Allah takes us and charts the course to victory. There's the first pledge of Aqaba, and then there's the second pledge of Al-Aqaba, and then there is the Hijrah, and then there is victory at Badr, and then there is Fath Makkah, one after the other, until truth triumphs over false. So this is the answer to the question, when did it occur? And the lesson for us today is the same as it was for them. All that you have to do is be strong. Do not give up. Do not waver, regardless of the price you have to pay. Of course, they're going to call you a terrorist. And yet there are going to be cars following you wherever you go. Do not give up. Do not waver. Allah will protect His servant when Allah chooses to protect him. And the truth must eventually triumph over falsehood. Why did this occur? It is not by accident that the first verse of Surah Al-Isra is devoted to this subject. Subhanalladhi, which I recited at the beginning, who took his servant from this masjid to that masjid. This verse is placed at the beginning of Surah Banu Israel. It's also called Surah Banu Israel, and it's called Surah Al-Isra. Because there is a link between Isra and Miraj and events which are to unfold in the world connected with the Jews. Connected with the Jews. Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam returned to tell us about these events. But what is so important for us at this moment is that the Quraysh did not know how to deal with a man from their own midst, who had lived with them all his life, who is truthful, who is held in the highest esteem, and now declares that he is a prophet like unto Moses and Abraham. So they decided to send a delegation to Medina to consult with the rabbis. And the rabbis sent back this reply, asking these 3 questions, which only a prophet can answer. No one else can answer. Ask him about the great traveler who traveled to the 2 ends of the earth. And in this, there is one of the signs of the last day, in this question. Ask him about the young men in the cave, and in this, there is one of the signs of the last day. And ask him about the roof. And this was the question which was supposed to be the spoiler, to divert attention. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the answers to 2 of the questions, which pertain to the signs of the last day. Sent the answers in Surah Al-Kahf of the Quran. One, Gog and Magog, and the other, Dajjal. And then the question concerning the roof, he gave us the answer in Surah Banu Israel or Surah Al-Isra, meaning there's a link between Banu Israel and the signs of the last day. There is a link between Banu Israel and the events which are unfolding in the world today. There is a link between Jerusalem and international politics, between Jerusalem and international economics today. I wrote this book 10 years ago, Jerusalem in the Quran. Cover design right here in Kiev, published right here in Kiev. Many people have read the book, but we do not as yet have a response to this book from the world of Islamic scholarship. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad to inform you that we now have Jerusalem in the Quran in Malay. Jerusalem di dalam Al-Quran. We have it outside. A message is being sent to Banu Israel. And it is being sent to us as well. Both to them and to us. That all the events that are taking place in the Isra and Miraj are taking place in order for us to be told and for us to be able to understand the end of history. To understand what is going to be taking place in the world at that time when the last age comes. And it is for our scholarship now to go to this vast amount of information which is in the Quran and which is in the Ahadith. It's not just there to be studied as a story, but rather the events of the Isra and Miraj help you to understand the reality of the world today and help you to respond to tomorrow. Now let me come to the how. And this is the most interesting part of the lecture. How did it take place? As I said, we don't have Einstein with us here tonight. But it would have been interesting if Einstein could have been present, because he's one of the foremost thinkers in this subject, on space and time. What happened in the Isra Miraj is that Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam was transported from this world of space and time to other worlds of space and time, the Samawat. So it is possible for a human being to have his physical body so transformed that this physical body in its transcendental form can enter into the Samawat. But the Isra and Miraj also indicated to us that not only is forward movement possible, but also backward movement. Backward movement. Forward, backward movement. Or reverse movement. Because he came down, took the lid off, drank the water, which is something which belongs to this world of space and time. And then went back. And then came down and said the camel is loose. And then went back. So forward, backward movement in different worlds of space and time is possible, but I don't think Einstein knew that. Why is this so important for the last age? How is Isra and Miraj communicating to us immense knowledge which is of absolutely strategic importance in the struggle to defend ourselves against the oppressors who are oppressing us around the world? I'll tell you why. At the heart of the last age is a mastermind created by Allah. He's called Dajjal. He is the mastermind who has created modern Western civilization. He's brilliant. Brilliant. Dajjal. Allah created him. Allah programmed him. The modern scientific and technological revolution could never have been delivered by any people other than the European. No other people could ever have done it. Only the Europeans. Why? Because there's nothing in history to explain, giving the antecedents, that the modern scientific and technological revolution emerged because of a legacy which led to it. No. The modern scientific and technological revolution came out of the blue, with nothing to explain it, because it is Dajjal. Yes. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, of course you know that Dajjal was created to impersonate the true Messiah. So he has to one day rule the world from Jerusalem. You know that. This is the end of this book. And when he rules the world from Jerusalem, he has to say, I am the Messiah. Of course, that would be a lie. Why? The true Messiah is the son of Mary. We all know that. And when he rules the world from Jerusalem, and he's very close to doing that now, very close. That's why you have to study international politics, international economics, international monetary economics, strategic affairs, to understand how close he is to ruling the world. When he does that, and the people believe that he is the Messiah, then he can rub his hands and say, mission accomplished. But in order for him to do that, he must first liberate the Holy Land for the Jews. Because the Holy Land is under Muslim rule. He's already done that. In 1971? 40? You got homework to do. 1917. The British Army defeated the Ottoman Islamic Army in 1917. He has to bring the Jews back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. He's already done that.